Vintage cube draft. So there isn't any particularly awesome card here. Library has fallen off a lot. There is Fraven Inspector, but kind of fair. Zealous Conscript, kind of fair. I almost want to take Mishra's Bauble because it keeps me kind of open. It's strange to do that in Vintage Cube because you usually can take away a more powerful card. But I kind of like this. It's open up the door for artifact-based decks as well. It's triggers also non-creature spells. So I'm gonna first pick Mishra's Bauble, basically just to be flexible because you can play this in basically every deck. It means you're playing a 39 card deck. It triggers non-creature spells, so on. Here are a bunch of green cards that are okay, but don't think that mono green is necessarily where I want to go. There is also Reprieve and Ponder as pretty safe picks. None of them go particularly great in an artifact-based deck, but I'm not even locked into that. I think I might just take Reprieve. It's good in blue-white control and it's good in mono-white. Archetypes that seems like they are gonna be fine. Now here there is Lion's Eye Diamond Time Spiral for Storm decks and not much else that are particularly good with Reprieve. So I could take Lion's Eye Diamond and try to wheel Time Spiral, and that would also open up the door for Underworld Breach plus Brain Freeze. So I think I'm gonna take Lion's Eye Diamond and try to wheel Time Spiral. And Reprieve is a card that you can use with Brain Freeze, but it's kind of hard to play white. But we'll see. We'll try and see what happens here. Now there is Griselbrand, which is a premier reanimator target. And maybe I can be like mono black Shallow Grave Storm. Works perfectly fine with these cards. I could also maybe backdoor into some sort of reanimator deck. And you can use Lion's Eye Diamond with Unburial Rites or something like that. Also, Lion's Eye Diamond can work with Shallow Grave if you got no other creatures in hand than Griselbrand. So I'm just gonna take Griselbrand here and see where we go from here. There's Bone Shards, which could work with Griselbrand. Mystics' Mastery, which is I did just pass Magma Opus though. Ulamog, sort of a similar card to Griselbrand. Isn't anything super good in Storm. I'm just gonna take Bone Shards and see if I can enable this Griselbrand. Now there's Brain Freeze, and that's one of the missing pieces for the Lion's Eye Diamond combo. It can be like Grixis and have some reanimator stuff. Maybe I can pick up like Fateless Looting, some mana fixers, but I'm gonna go for that combo. And now there's Splinter Twin. There was a what's it called? Zealous Conscript in the first pack. Is Civilian's Reclamation good with Lion's Eye Diamond? It doesn't work with Griselbrand, of course, because it's too expensive, but might be something here. This might be like some sort of weird brew. I don't think I miss out on that. Portal to Phyrexa is not a card that I think is particularly good. You need Tinker for that. I'm gonna take this and try it out, see if I can do something here. Oh, Yogmoth's Will. Very good card when you got Lion's Eye Diamond. So this is gonna be a brew for sure. Not sure exactly where I go from here. Mentor is like a backdoor win condition, but I already have Brain Freeze, so I don't think I need that. Might just take a Talisman that could enable me to cast my cards. And here Tundra seems like an easy pick, because I might actually end up being white. Mystic Forge, I do have 3 artifacts. Iona doesn't seem like a card I'm too interested in, although I could backdoor into some sort of reanimator, and Mystic Force is not very good. Okay, and Dynamo, I think. Upheaval. Could end up getting there, but not right now. Alright, so looking for Underworld Breach. Could be a rare white storm deck with some cards. I mean, you can play this on Lions Are Diamond and crack it in response. Okay, so now there's Through the Breach, which could put in Griselbrand. There are some random talismans here. And Preordain, I guess, which is a fine card. Yeah, I think Preordain is always solid, but I think I might try Through the Breach and see if I can enable this Griselbrand. Now there's Echo of Eons, which is pretty good with Lions of Diamond. You crack the Lions of Diamond, and then this ends up in your graveyard, and you have 3 mana left open. None of these other cards seems particularly good. Cruel Ultimatum is cool if you get Dream Halls, but it's ending up being a strange deck. Now there is Aeroflex Reservoir. I've seen some people go off with that card, but I might just take Knight's Whisper. I think that it's a pretty solid 2 mana card to dig you through your deck, and this is I'm not there on that card so far. Another is Shelldock, Jason Mind Sculptor, Factor Fiction, Blightsteel to go with Through the Breach. And I think Shelldock Isle is pretty good. And Hard Evidence. And there's Fateless Looting. I might just take that, and I'm gonna have to dig pretty hard to make the mana work, but that card could be pretty good. Alright. Fable of the Mirror Breaker is always a good card. I mean, a little less good in this deck, but also Worldspine Worm, which works with Through the Breach because you are sacrificing at the end of turn. So you put this into play, and you attack for 15, and then you get 3/5 if the 15 damage isn't enough. But I'm gonna try to wheel Worldspine Worm. I'm gonna take Fable. Blazer Kitten is a card that could do some stuff, but I'll take Fable. Now there's Candelabra to go with Reservoir and Displacer Kitten. Also Goblin Welder, but I don't really have that much of an artifact. Might just take Candelabra in case I end up with like a High Tide. And Mana Flare seems a little ambitious. Scrapwork Mutt could work with Griselbrand if I get to end up with some reanimate spells. There is Tameo, but I don't want to go in a third color. It is a combo with Displacer Kitten, I suppose, if you have Lions of Diamond. I'll take Scrapwork Mutt. It could actually work also with Echo of Eons, cards like that. Maybe I end up with what's it called? Recurring Nightmare. Inspiring Vantage as a fixer, but Talisman also fixes me, and it also ramps me. So I think that's a pretty easy pick here. Loose Unseat, I think. I get the Aeroflux Reservoir here for free. It's also Urborg, I guess, but not a Talisman. Factor Fiction seems like it's a good enabler also for Shelldock Isle. Did not wheel Worldspine Worm, unfortunately. That's okay. It only works with Through the Breach and to some extent Shelldock, but it's not a disaster. I'm not sure. This is a weird 4-color brew. Not sure exactly where I go, but all right, a Mox is a good place to start, and there isn't anything particularly good here. Don't have Tinker, but I would like to wield a Watery Grey. I'm not sure that's gonna happen, but it is an off-color Mox, but oh well. Oh, there's Emrakul to go through the breach. Also, I could maybe Bone Shards plus Shallow Grave if that comes up. Right. And nothing else. Alright, I'll take Emrakul, and now I can take Sneak Attack if I see it. May not play the white, but I'm pretty sure that this deck is a favorite to go 0-3, but it has some interesting stuff going on. I could also cut Brain Freeze if I don't end up with the Underworld Reach, but I think Lions of Lemon is good though. Alright, we did get Underworld Breach. Awesome. So that's basically a win condition acquired. So now I kind of want to just set up things. Here's Necromancy. So right now, that doesn't work with Emrakul. It does work with Griselbrand. So I have Bone Shards and Fateless Looting to enable that, as well as Scrapwork Mat. There's also Frantic Search, but that's a good card, but I think Necromancy is better here. Also have Fable to put Griselbrand in my graveyard, and now I have Entomb. Also Entomb plus Echo of Eons could be a thing. Don't have any draw 7, so Narset is less good. Alright, here's Corpse Dance as well, another enabler. And that works with Emrakul. It is a little expensive. There's also this, but the green I don't have any use for. So it's basically just a black-red constant plat duo. Tron Academy would be okay. I'm not playing the Candelabra right now anyway. Okay, Corpse Dance, you can get in there. And here's High Tide, but I have so many different colors, I don't think it's gonna be good. Dream also work with Griselbrand and not much else. I guess Echo of Eons as well, but I don't know. Yeah. Is this card any good? I don't think so. I might just take Dream Halls. Another workshop deck. Turnabout. Sure. There's Ulamog or Bolas' Citadel if I end up with Tinker. The Ulamog is a fine card, but it's not fantastic to through the breach anyway. Take Bolas' Citadel, I guess. I could also take Black Cliffs. Actually, I should probably do that. Yeah. I did not will Tinker anyway. Nars at last pick. Alright, so how about I cut the white? I don't think I can play that. Then I'm gonna have to cut like High Tide Wheel. Maybe I can cut the Reservoir, I think. Dynamo. So This is a land, so I need to cut one card. Dream Halls works with Echo Vions and Griselbrand, but not much else. Maybe I cut Dream Halls. Okay, so this is a Grixis Storm deck that has a Through the Breach aspect to it. Trying to set up Underworld Breach, Lion's Eye Diamond, and Brain Freeze. So what you do is you cast Lion's Eye Diamond and Brain Freeze, or you don't cast Brain Freeze, you can wait. Then you play Breach. You can then crack the Lion's Eye Diamond, and then your hand goes into your graveyard. So you probably have enough fodder to replay Lion's Eye Diamond. And then you can do that and Brain Freeze yourself, which means that you're going to have enough cards to replay Lion's Eye Diamond as many times as you need to Brain Freeze your opponent out. So Brain Freezing yourself means that for every copy, that's another Lion's Eye Diamond. As long as the cards in your graveyard are expendable, you don't want to exile your brain freeze to cost Lion's Eye Diamond. So that is a win condition. Yeah. So let's see here. As far as lands goes, I have a Shelldock and a Blackcleave Cliffs. I kind of want 5/6/3. Yeah, that seems fine. I can make cut one swamp for another island. The reason is High Tide, and High Tide is a reason why I don't want to play Otavara. I just can't afford to play a blue source. It's not an island. All right. Alrighty. So I got Fable and a Talisman. Fable enables the Necromancer pretty good. Of course, I can't Fable Necromancy Emrakul, but I can Fable like a Griselbrand. Bones on 5. This turnabout is kind of a blank right now, but you never know. You can also use it to sometimes fog your opponent's creatures or tap the lands. I mean, that's not the primary game plan for that card, but it's okay. This deck can also sometimes brain freeze your opponent out with just like a storm turn without the breach combo. Don't sound fast one, but did multi 5, so. But maybe my opponent has like Crucible Stripmine. Whoa, okay. So if my opponent is missing Courser for Infinite Life, I can beat Infinite Life though. My deck can win with Brain Freeze. So if my opponent goes Courser and Courser also needs Crucible and gains Infinite Life, I can beat that. Okay. A lot of lands, but that's where Fable comes in. To get rid of some lands, and the 2/2 can also attack freely into the Caryatid. While not dealing any damage, I get a treasure, which is not a reason why Fable is great in this deck. This deck loves to have treasures. We'll see. Opponent has done some setup here, but has not gone hard so far. Okay, this card doesn't scare me too much, but I guess my opponent could maybe. Oh, Ren 6. Okay, so now you can gain some life with Suranor, but it doesn't bother me too much right now. Next time my opponent could get a 3-drop or a 4-drop. Sure. You can only activate Ren once, otherwise you could have gained infinite life. But... Alright, Bone Shards. I could take care of Ren and 6 here. But I think I get rid of get rid of either a land or turnabout. I think I can get rid of 2 lands because I'm probably gonna draw a land, and also not like I need lands that badly. There's Emrakul, so I can just Emrakul my opponent. So I'm gonna have to hold control. Discard Emrakul and cast Corpse Dance. There we go. And while I'm not killing my opponent this turn, my opponent is basically dead now. Oh, Corpse Dance. One has to sacrifice all permanents. Could gain 6 life before that happens, but my opponent did. My opponent should have sacrificed 3 lands. I guess my opponent gets to keep 1 card, but yeah, I guess that's better. But anyway. So green, red, some lands. Not sure what I want on sideboard. I think I'm just gonna. I need some more information. I could put in the white splash to like reanimate a land if my opponent is on like a strip mine thing. But I guess this card could reanimate land. So if I like Fable or looting away a land, I can ramp. My mana is bad enough already. Alright, so I have a pretty good start here. I'm lacking a blue for Narset, but I have Lion's Eye and a Yawgmoth's Will, and that's very explosive. It's very explosive. I don't think so. Since my opponent is green-red, I should probably. I was gonna say I was probably not gonna play the Mox, but now that I drew a Mutt, I'm gonna play it. Since what do I get rid of? I think I can get rid of a land here. I would have liked to discard that, but I do have the possibility of going Lion's Eye Yawgmoth's Turnabout if I get some more lands I play. Versus Saga. Okay. Very good draw. Might be the best draw in my deck, to be honest. Especially good with Yawgmoth's Will, because you can just replay the cards at some point. I'm also surely gonna discard Turnabout, but this is looking very good. Opponent did nothing last turn, which is a little surprising. Now my opponent can make a construct, but that's not the type of thing that's gonna beat me. At least not right now. Doesn't seem like my opponent has that many artifacts anyway. Still, Ursa Saga is a good card. My opponent might get like a relic of Progenitors. That would be kind of annoying. That would stop my Yawgmoth's Will pretty good, and as well as future Corpse Dances. But good thing about Fable is that you can sometimes just win without even comboing, just by getting a Goblin and getting the right cards and running away with the game. On Sorcerer Speeds makes a construct, which there isn't much reason to do unless you got something like Tolarian Academy. But I guess it doesn't matter too much. Fetch land. Okay. Night's Whisper. So definitely gonna discard turn. But question is, do I discard Narset here? I don't have a second blue. Yeah, I think I'll discard Narset. I can maybe replay it with Yawgmoth's Will. So now I need to come up with I can't. So hang on. So if I play Lion's Eye, then I cast Yawgmoth's Will, crack Lion's Eye in response. It doesn't work. Then I can Through the Breach Griselbrand. I think that works. So let's see. So I play Lion's Eye. Cast Jormung's Will. With Jormung's Will on the stack, I crack Lion's Eye for red. Then or even black. Yeah, I think this works. So I cast Lion's Eye. Then I cast Jormung's Will. Rack this for red. And I can even play a land as well. My opponent could mess this up by killing my mutt, and in that case, no. Oh wait, through the bridge puts for my hand. Oh crap, I messed up. Oh, that was bad. So that was not what I wanted to do. So I have 7 mana. Turnabout does not add mana. That was a really bad play. Oh man, I forgot that Griselbrand is not in my hand anymore. Turnabout, untap my lands. That doesn't add mana. Right. So I have 7 mana. This is really bad. Okay, I got kind of saved here because now I can go man to Knight's Whisper. And, yeah, this is not how you should play. I attack like this, and then I can jump with the mutt. Oh man, I messed up totally. Could still be an okay shape, but we're gonna have an active Fable. I hope this isn't Relic of Progenitus, but it's turn or okay. Does pump up my opponent's constructs though, but I can jump and get a Unearth plus another activation of Narset. Also, the Exalted would have meant that I couldn't block profitably anyway. Okay. Now, Corpse Dance, unfortunately, I need to unearth this before I cast Corpse Dance if I draw it. See my character. Okay. So Fable flips. There is looting, that's not bad. I think I'm gonna start with Narset though. Might find a Corpse Dance. Yes, okay. So now get Corpse Dance. Then I unearth the mutt to not make that the top card of my library. Get rid of a mountain here. You can also get rid of looting, but that's some value. So I can also pay the buyback on Corpse Dance. If I sacrifice a treasure, is that worth it? No, I don't think so, because I'm gonna activate Grizzly and I might wanna cast something else. I don't need to pay the buyback. Like this, I don't mind losing my goblin here. I think getting a treasure is more important. I don't care if my opponent kills Narset. 7, but more importantly, I gain 7. 4 cards here. Okay, so I can rain freeze for a bunch, or I can just pass the turn. Now I wish I kept Corpse Stance, but it's not been my proudest moment, I think. Do I want to draw more cards? No, I don't think so. I think I can just win by... I can discard Echo of Eons, and then next turn I can do that with Narset. I guess I have to discard another card. Mountain, I guess. Alright, so unlikely to die this turn, and Oracle will die. My opponent's deck is just too fair for my... I mean, I'm not saying my opponent's deck is bad, it's just... Oh, now things are happening. I spoke too soon. This card might be one turn too late, though. So my opponent didn't have anything, but then suddenly things exploded pretty hard here. Are we attacking Narset or me? I don't care either way. Narset I can't protect. I was gonna say I could Echo of Eons and not get my opponent to draw any cards. My opponent probably kills Narset here. So my opponent's gonna get some cards, but that's fine. Alright, so might as well start by high tiding. Tide is high. Island. I don't think it's worth it to cast Fateless just because there's not much I can draw, and I'm gonna Echo Eons anyway. So let's what else? 25 cards, yeah. Echo Eons here. Might wanna have a blue floating. And now I can maybe redraw Emrakul plus through the bridge. There we go. I'm not gonna say I deserve to win this game, but it looks like I'm going to. Let's high tide again. And then about myself. Untap my lands. Guess my opponent could have reprieve, but alright. Yeah, let's just through the bridge here. I can still recast it if my opponent has reprieve. There isn't much that deals with an attacking Emrakul anyway. My opponent can sacrifice some lands to maybe survive this attack, but it's going to be very hard because my opponent also has to lose 6 permanents. So even if my opponent were to literally sack all lands, gain 10, go up to 18, I don't think it's gonna be enough. Oh, what is this? What is this? Endurance, okay. Sure. I wanted to cast that in my upkeep to get rid of my Echo of Eons, but oh, targets himself, but yeah, cube is hard. I made a lot of mistakes this game too, but like trying to through the breach with an empty hand. It's not the best way to do things. Sort of a shortcut in thinking that Emrakul or Griselbrand was still in my hand, but of course it goes to the graveyard from Lion's Eye. Yeah, so my opponent can survive here, but you can even block Emrakul with Endurance, but that's just not a winning proposition though. Even though Emrakul goes away end of turn, there's no way I can corpse dance it back for any value, because if I corpse dance it, it's just going to sacrifice during my opponent's turn. So I'm just going to end of turn Factor Fiction. After my opponent loses all the stuff here. I guess if you're trying to block with Endurance, you don't even need to sacrifice lands to Suranor. So I'm not sure why my opponent sacrificed lands here, but yeah, I think my opponent should not have sacrificed lands. Maybe my opponent thought that he could sacrifice lands both to Emrakul and Suranor at the same time, but who knows? I will say that Oracle is pretty good at getting you back into the game. I get to reshuffle my library again, which is kind of nice. So if my opponent had not sacrificed lands to Suranor, he would have been maybe a spot to come back here. But now it's going to be very hard. There's Courser, so opponent is on the definitely on the lands plan here, but all right, we are doing stuff here. Again, I don't care if my opponent assembles Infinite Life. I still have Brain Freeze in my deck somewhere. I've lost Lion's Eye, and you almost will though. But it should be enough to cause a Brain Freeze. At some point. That's the beauty about playing Storm. You don't care about your opponent's life total so much. I mean, it would have been nice if my Emrakul could have killed my opponent, but I think we are fine. If I didn't have Factor Fiction though, I would have been out of gas. So that endurance was pretty nice. Here's the big play. Ah, natural order, okay. The good thing though is that Kratorov doesn't kill me, and Terastodon isn't even that bad for me. So I don't think what my opponent could get that would be devastating. Greater Hoof would only be an attack for 11, I think. Titania, so you return a land and then whenever my opponent. Ooh, that's plus certain. Okay, I am in trouble now. I am in trouble now. I need to find. Okay, so my opponent can just make 5 trees equal to the number of lands in play. So I have lost Bristlebrand. Yeah, probably. Oh, this is some spice at least. So let's see, am I dead next turn? Yeah, for sure. My opponent's gonna make a 5-3 equal to the number of lands. So I need to win without Lion's Eye. The good thing is that if my opponent puts Brain Freeze and Breach in different piles, I can take the one. It's gonna be very close. Oh, I need a storm of. I need 7 Brain Freeze. I need to cast 6 spells. And I have a Kiki Jiki. I don't know if that matters. Yeah, that's probably the correct way to do it. Alright, so I can. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to take Breach, I think. Because if I take Brain Freeze, I don't have enough spells. I can Brain Freeze for 9 or maybe 12. But if I take Breach, I might be able to get there. Yeah, so I have to take Breach, I think. I think the order matters. Okay, so let's see. Ooh, that doesn't do anything. I can take my opponent's creature, I suppose, but it doesn't matter anyway. So, I'm definitely gonna breach this turn, but let's start by turnabouting. So, see if I can. I'm gonna turnabout. I could wait a turn and then turnabout all my opponent's creatures to give myself another draw step, but then I'm wasting the turnabout, so I don't think that's good. I'm just gonna have to try and win this turn. I turnabout myself. The storm is now 1. I need to cast 6 spells before the last Brain Freeze, and then hope my opponent doesn't have. Eldrazi. Right, and I can cast. I probably have to. Okay. So I can Brain Freeze myself, and then I have enough fodder for the other stuff, and I have mana for that. So let's start by Brain Freezing myself for 9. The only problem is I could hit Emrakul, but I can respond to that, I think. So let's remove Bone Shards, Factor Fiction, and turn up. Okay. Here's High Tide. There's an Emrakul trigger. Okay, so I have to respond. Storm count is 3. Let's crack this for blue. This is complicated. Make it High Tide. 3 lands. Storm is 4. And then I can what's another High Tide? 2, 3. Storm is now 5. Then I can brain freeze my opponent. No, I have to. Let's see. So I can cast Necromancy here. I can also cast Corpse Dance. That's probably better. Corpse Dance with Emrakul on the stack. This is complicated. Right, and then I can brain freeze my opponent. And unless my opponent has an Eldrazi, this is 21 cards. Oh man. So far so good. So far so good. So far so good. So far so good. And no! Oh, that's my Emrakul. That's my Emrakul. Okay. We got there. I can make a bunch of 5/3s, which is sweet, and would have killed me, but this was an epic game. Yeah. Sure. One can definitely survive the Emrakul hit. But it's not often you attack with Emrakul twice and you still win by decking your opponent rather than any other way. Oh, sweet. Okay, I'm gonna keep this hand, but it does need some help. But I have looting, and if I find Necromancy, I'm get a Griselbrand. Question is, do I loot turn 1? The reason to wait is, what if I draw Corpse Dance? I may want to wait, but I can Corpse Dance later. It's not like Griselbrand doesn't work like Emrakul anyway, so I'm just gonna safely looting turn 1, and I only need Breach to have a win as well. So the downside to discarding Griselbrand is if I draw through the Breach, but I have both Necromancy and Corpse Dance, so I think it's correct to looting turn 1. I'm not gonna line, so I don't want to expose it to the number of cards like Leon in Relic Water, stuff like that. Ooh, Fable is always a welcome addition. Field of the Dead. But no green mana though. Usually the color for that. Ooh, there's Corpse then. So, but I do suspect a counter spell here. So what I think I do, play Island because of height. I'm gonna lead with Fable to sort of bait. Because I don't want a Corpse dance into open mana like that. I think I like waiting here. Okay, Guitar Commando. Blow up the Fable. Yeah, okay. But I still get the 2/2, so not the end of the world. So let's see, you need 7 or more lands with different names. Right now, my opponent has 3. Alright. Maybe it was still a 2 for 1 though. Oh, there's High Tide. One thing I can do is actually Corpse Dance with buyback end of turn and then get to untap and attack. Because it's not worded like some other cards. So I think I'll Fateless here. A little. I almost want to discard a Mox rather than a land because the Mox can get messed with, but I don't have enough land drops. It's kind of weird. I'm actually going to discard a Mox over a land here. It might seem strange, but the reason is that a Mox is not necessarily better than a land here. It also adds Stormgun to Brain Freeze, but I don't have enough Storm anyway. And I'd rather keep my land drops than play a Mox, because the Mox's mana doesn't do much for me here. All right. I'll just tapping out for card, okay. So you can get a. So my opponent has not played a land, I think. My opponent can get Creeping Tar Pit rather than untapped land. Because yes, it may enable field, but so now is the question: do I wanna? What do I want to do? I'm definitely gonna Corpse Dance. The question is, do I want to buy back it, or do I want to try and storm off here? Let's start by Lion's Eye. High Tide. I Corpse Dance without buyback. If not, let's force a negation now. Did not hit Breach, but I did hit an island. I could have tracked Lion's Eye first, but it's a little. Let's just. I think I have a win if I play Breach. There's Breach, so let's play an island. Let's play Breach. Let's Lion's Eye for blue. Let's turn about lands. Storm is 5. Play in box. Let's Lion's Eye. Brain freeze my opponent twice. Conviction. I'll need to brain freeze myself. Okay. So some sort of control deck looks like. Sure what I can bring in against that, but I think we're gonna be fine. Perfectly fine hand here. A lot of action and even some interaction. Creeping Tar Pit is a threat to Narset, but I can't even cast Narset right now. Gonna lead with the Talisman over Night's Whispers, of course, while Night's Whisper would allow me to discard something like a Griselbrand. I still have Bone Shards to put it in my graveyard, so I don't think I need to discard a card for no reason other than having targets for that. Ooh. So a little bit of box. I probably should have played a land first. Play around spell, please. Okay, there's reprieve. Okay, fine. That's not a big deal. There's a lot of worse caught my opponent can reprieve. But maybe my opponent needs a land up here. Lion Sash, that's some graveyard action. Might have to Bone Shards that. Do I need to do it now though? Not sure. Do I care if my opponent like removes like a Night's Whisper? No, I think I can wait. I'm gonna Night's Whisper. Develop my mana here. Shelllock is nice. I kind of want to wait though. Play a Talisman. I'm not gonna activate Shelllock. And yes, it would help me cast Narset, but Narset is not even that good here. Just dies to Tar Pit. Oh, I guess not. Oh, well. Fine though. The One Ring. Ooh, that's a good card against me. Narset does stop that to some extent though. So I'm gonna go Island Narset. I'm probably gonna Bone Shards the Lion Sash. And if I want this blue source for Creeping Tar Pit, so be it. I'm gonna take Corpse Dance, have some faith in the top of my deck. And yeah, I'm gonna have to Bone Shards. I think. That's such a good card against me. And it also precious Narset. So now my opponent needs blue source for Creeping Tar Pit. But while all this is going on, I have down to 26 cards, so I'm getting closer to Sheldon. Okay, Vindicate's fine, that's a 2 for 1 for me. Although right now Corpse Dance doesn't do anything. But the One Ring is going off though. And I'm not in a position to pressure my opponent's life total that badly. So the One Ring's gonna be very good. Ether Blossom, that I don't care about. That's just too slow. Alright, so let's see here. I don't have anything going on, so I guess I just play Shelldock. Find like an Emrakul would be sweet. Echo of Eon's Turnabout Undrworld Bridge. It's gotta be to Echo of Eons though. Because I don't have any Brain Freeze, so Breach may not even do that much. Echo of Eons could be very good. And it also has Flashback, which means that if I'm on counters Echo of Eons, I can Flashback. And it does reset all the cards my opponent has drawn from the one ring. I gotta say that I'm not impressed by this Field of the Dead so far. But we shall see. Cards. Yeah, I mean, Reach would have allowed me to replay some stuff, but it's not very impressive. I think Echo of Eons is going to be better. I'm very close to hardcast Griselbrand as well. Of course, I need another black mana. And Tomb. So I don't have Echo of Eons. I could Entomb for Fateless Lure. But the problem is, so my opponent has, I could get a Griselbrand to play, I think. So I Corpse Dance. No, I don't. So I Lion's Eye. And then no, wait, no. So if I don't have double black is the problem. So I could Entomb for Fateless Looting, and then I will be down to 20 cards. Alternatively, I could Entomb and then next turn get a Griselbrand into play. Or an Emrakul. This is tough. I'll do this, and so if I Entomb for Fateless Looting, I will go down to 20 cards, because Fateless Looting removes down to 22, and then I'm down to 20. Then I can Echo of Eons. The question is, what do I do after that? Yeah, so I'll have to spend 4. I will have 5 mana left. Hmm. I think getting Griselbrand to play probably wins me the game in a better way. Then I'll also have a lot more mana and access to Echo of Eons. So I think that this is just better. Emrakul is probably not good enough because my opponent has a lot of permanents, sacrifice as well as Shaman blockers. But sure. It's up to 12 cards. A lot of cards. Oh, my opponent just steps out here. I'll take 4 to go down to 13. That's fine. Very complicated game. Oh, this is Fallen Shinobi. Okay. I probably should Entomb in response so I don't lose, so that my opponent doesn't hit Griselbrand. That would be bad. If my opponent hits Brain Freeze, it'd be hard for me to win, but there's not much I can do about it. If my opponent hits Emrakul, I'm also dead. But I think. Oh, my opponent doesn't hit the Emrakul. Okay. Well, I guess, I mean, what am I gonna do about that? You know, that's just crazy. Oh man. I guess we'll never know if I could have won by doing my. I think this was the right play. I just didn't. Come on. That's sick. All right. This is marginal. My problem is I don't have anything to do with my things. I can entomb for Echo of Eos, but then I need a lamp. The Griselbrand I can get in my graveyard, but I can't reanimate it. Yeah, I'm gonna ship this unfortunately. If I had red mana, I would have been better. Okay, so here I can at the very least entomb for Echo of Eons and it's fine. Looting on the bottom, I think. And I don't want to entomb right away because I don't want to draw Echo of Eons. That would be bad. It's a way to unmulligan, I suppose. I mean, we're both drawing 7, but one could have reprieve. Yeah, I mean, you got containment priest, okay. I guess it's a free to put into play, and it also stops my corpse dance shenanigans and through the breach. So it's a good card. Question is, do I looting first, or do I think I just go talisman into Fable. Yeah. Oh, here's reprieve. Okay, this is way less devastating though than reprieving the Echo of Eons. Because the Echo of Eon would have just gone away. Right. I still don't think Bitter Blossom is a good card against me, but I guess it enables Fallen Shinobi. And it does jump block my Emrakul. Okay, Entomb. The problem with Entomb right now, of course, is that Containment Pitch just stops any shenanigans, so it actually does not do much. I'm gonna leave with Fable to play around Mana Leak. But I think I should looting now. Okay. Problem is this Containment Priest. So I have to find bone shards. Let's get rid of some lands. I can find lands later with the Fable's second ability. All right. I think Containment Priest hosts Fallen Shinobi though. So you can't Fallen Shinobi with Containment Priest in play. Alright, so now I'm going to play the second Graveyard Hate card. Discard let's just discard Corpse Dance. I just don't think it's very realistic for me to cast that here because of Lion Sash and Containment Priest. Okay, there's Breach. It could do some things. But I don't have Brain Freeze, and Lion Sash can remove one card. So let's cast Night's Whisper. 2 lands. Let's play the. Yeah, let's play looting, I guess. Oh, there's brain freeze. So if I can just. What? Discard my swamps here, I think. Play a land. And we'll see. We could win this game, maybe. It's gonna be hard, but not impossible. Build an island, sure. Tapping down to no. Okay. Wow, containment priest. So all right. Do we have a fable now? No, I don't. It gets hosted by containment priest. All right. Well, I think I have to go for it now, though. Not much else to do. I need land and untap. Play a lion's eye diamond. And let's cast a breach. No response, huh? Entomb. For something. Oh. Awesome. Get like high tide. Let's freeze my opponent. And my opponent's never gonna get a window to exile brain freeze with Lion Sash because I can just replay it. Down to 10. I can brain freeze. Exiling a couple of lands. I don't even need to mill myself. As long as my opponent doesn't have an. Ooh, I won. Nice. So the talisman saves this hand, enabling red for my Fable. And Fable should tie the room together. A looming scary mountain. Could this be mono red? Who knows? My hand is pretty bad, I have to say. Devoted Druid. No, this is some sort of ramp deck. This is the second red deck, green-red deck I've played now. This talisman is not the best as far as mana fixing goes, but they are ramping me, so I kind of like them still. And I like the fact that you can tap them the turn and come into play. Which you can't always do with signets. Oh, Showdown of the Skulls. So that's gonna draw my opponent a bunch of cards, which the Miss Immortals does nothing, but the Mox, the Minsk and Boo are scary cards. Of course, the Mortars can kill my Goblin token. I forgot about that. But I still think I do that because right now my opponent doesn't have double red. And if my opponent doesn't have red, you can't cast both Mortars and Minsk and Boo. So I kind of like, and also Fable can still like Rummage next turn. I like Fable plus Sheldock here. Maybe like an Emrakul. And Corpse Dance, Necromancy, Scrapbook, Mutt. I think like the Corpse Dance better because by the time I cast Shellock, I probably just want to haste something out. It might not be enough to just get it into play. So I'll have a second red. Otherwise, I have to choose between Minsk and Boo and Missing Mortars. Of course, you can cast Mortars next turn. In either case, I need to draw something. That's where Fable can do some stuff. Plays the forest, so needs another red source, but I guess cast Minsk and Boo here. And ooh, that's a nice combo. You can put counters on Devoted Druid and then tap it for mana. So Devoted Druid, Showdown of the Skulls is a good combo. But no second red at least. Alright. Yeah. I didn't expect this deck to be 2-0, so I'm not too sad if I lose this finals, but we have not lost yet though. Okay. Realmbreaker. Yeah, I'm attacking with a 6-6, so I'm on a fast clock, but I'm probably not dead next turn, although it's pretty close with the Showdown's ability. Discard a Swamp and probably High Tide. I don't see how it's gonna do anything in this game. Since I don't have a single island. Okay, there's a Griselbrand. But the problem is that Corpse Dance is under the Sheldock with not being close to 20 cards. And Necromancy is on the bottom of my deck. So I think I have to find Through the Breach, but if I factor Fiction, I do go down to 21 cards, but I still don't have enough. So, or do I? Let's start by looting though. Alright, Turnabout. Turnabout could buy me turn at some point. I think I put Griselbrand on try to go down to enough cards. Griselbrand and I think Brain Freeze at this point. I can maybe replay it later. And I'm gonna can boost that way. I could turn about my opponent's creatures if lethal is coming up. which is pretty close with 9 and 12 and 2 spells. So let's see here. Land and yeah, I'll play the Mox. It's less storm, but I may need a mana or something. So if my opponent reps lethal, I have to turn about my opponent's creatures, but if not, I can factor fiction and maybe do something next turn. There's Chandra. Okay, so now I think I have to turn about my opponent's creatures. But I might as well wait to combat, so it's harder to use Devoted Druid. Forest. Okay, so I'm down to 12. And then you can animate with Ren and represent only 10, I guess. There's a land. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. So my opponent could rep lethal here, yeah. Sure. So, beginning of combat, I have to do this. Don't like to do it, but I have to. Stomp the goblin, sure. So one less treasure next turn, but if I wanted to corpse dance, I couldn't even attack with the goblin and use the. Alright, so creature and tap. Not a long-term solution, of course, but so Fable comes back. I have a lot of problems here. And my problem is if I factor fiction, I don't have enough blue. I have to tap Shelldock, which means that it kind of takes away. So I think I have to looting here. Which is pretty much resigning, but yeah. Yeah, all right. Unfortunate. Little cramped on blue, man. It's not even clear that Corpse Dancing a Grizzled Run would have got me there. But maybe Treachery is good. Steal something big. Gets a storm count. But I don't even know what I take out. Nah, I still like Narset because of Echo Visions, for example. And it also ticks me. Maybe. Maybe like the Mutt is kind of bad. I can put in Treachery instead. Mutt also messes up my corpse, and sometimes if my opponent like kills it in response, that could be annoying. That could mess up my corpse things. Yeah, guess I gamble here. That has a lot of potential. Oh, just need to get down to 20 cards. Shouldn't be a problem, right? Yeah. No, the border druid at least. There's the half tide. Probably should have played an islander. Nothing, huh? Well, I'm not doing anything either, so. Emrakul would be a good top deck, though. One was playing around like a Deceiver Exarch. Blue mana. Oh, okay. Well, I can treachery that at least. I don't think there's any reason to high tide first, no. So let's see. I don't think I can do much with the abilities of Omnat, but I can gain some life. But at very least, it stops my opponent from going off with it. Or not. Sure. Close up the treachery. And gains 4 life. Emrakul would still be good. It wouldn't kill my opponent, but it would put my opponent to very low resources. Right. Not looking very good. There's a fetch land, so now my opponent can have a crazy turn with Omnath. Gains the mana. And Chandra. Now we get into a point where Emrakul is getting less and less game winning. I still think it could be good, but Showdown of the Squads. Can you cast this? I don't think you can cast it. But my opponent kind of doesn't need it anyway. It's playing solitaire. It almost feels like questing beast. Okay. So now I'm dead next turn. Funny, it would have been good for me if my opponent had played Showdown, because then I could have shell-docked in Griselbrand. There's the Emrakul. Okay. Sure, I guess I'll do my thing. So, yeah. So if I it's funny, it's not even clear that this is enough. I don't think this is enough. That's fine. You can't source it. Yeah, I'll just sax lands and that will be that. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. That was a pretty epic draft anyway.